All right, now one more interesting problem now involving linear systems. We're dealing with some sort of solution, so a peroxide solution that is 6% peroxide, and then the rest of the solution is something else. I don't know, water, salt, whatever it is. And I'm not I'm not a chemist, forgive me. Um, and another solution that's 9% peroxide, and you're mixing the two to get 6% mixed with 9% to obtain 36 ounces of an 8% solution. Okay, so you have, some sort of mixing process here where the resulting solution has concentration that 8% that's different from the two and in between the two. That's always important, right? That's always the case. If you ever, whatever solution you get, the best possible scenario for you would be to get something closer to 9 or closer to 6 or something in between, but you can never ever mix this two and get, say, a 10% solution. That is impossible, nor a 5% solution. That is absolutely impossible, because you have the two, the resulting solution needs to have concentration between the two. Just imagine if you use all of the 6% solution and 0 of the 9%, you get a 6% solution. You can't make it more diluted than that, unless you mix it with water or whatever, like I said, which would be a 0% solution, right? But all right, let's translate that into equations. So let's say I have X ounces of the 6% peroxide solution, and then Y ounces of the 9% peroxide solution. So we're going to add the two first to get the 36 ounces of the 8% peroxide solutions, of the 8% solution. All right, so let's break up the two different pieces of information that we receive here. First of all, the ounces, right? The amount of solution that we have can be clearly said to just add together. So if I have X ounces of one and I mix with Y ounces of the other and I get 36 ounces, that means X plus Y equal to 36. That's pretty easy. And now the other part is the peroxide. How much peroxide do I have, right, at the resulting solution, in the resulting solution? So the first solution had 0.06x, right? That's 6% of x, 0.06x. That's how much peroxide I had in the first solution. And then the second solution had 0.09y. That's how much peroxide I had in the second. That's 9% of y. And then the result had to be 8% of 36. So that's 0.08 times 36. So even though the second one doesn't look pretty nice, pretty great right now, this is my linear system, and the rest from here on out is algebra. This is this is just me trying to make this thing look a little better so that I can solve this linear system. I will start by naming the second equation number 2, obviously, because it's the second equation, and I'll try and make it a little simpler looking. And I'll make it simpler by first multiplying by 100. Usually when you're dealing with percentages, that's one good first step to take, because those decimals are going to go away. So then you're going to have 6x plus 9y equal to, and I could multiply it. When I multiply 100 times the product, I could multiply either of the two numbers, but not both. So I'll multiply the 0.08, of course, to get rid of the decimal. And again, I could multiply these two, but I know already that this is divisible by 3, this is divisible by 3, this is divisible by 3, so I will also divide by 3 before I even do anything with the 8 times 36. So 6 divided by 3 is 2x, 3y, and then when I divide a product, I can divide either of the two numbers, but not both. So 36 divided by 2 is 12, and then I have my calculator on me just to make sure I don't mess it up, but I think that's a 96. So that's 2x plus 3y equal to 96. That's my second equation. So now all we need to do is to solve a linear system that is x plus y equal 36, 2x plus 3y equal to 96. And at this point, if you're familiar with linear systems, you know exactly what you need to do. I will go follow my usual method here, my favorite way in these cases, which is for this particular system by subtraction or by addition sometimes it's called. If I multiply the first equation by -2, that gives me -2x, -2y, -72. And then the second one stays the same. So I add the 2 so that I could cancel out the x's to get -2y plus 3y, that's 1y, equals to 96 minus 72, and that's a 24, I think. And let me double check to make sure, just so I don't mess it up if that's a test. I want to be safe. So I found how many ounces of the 8% solution I need. Excuse me, that's the 9% solution, correct? That's the y. And then the other part of the answer is found by remembering getting one of the equations. So for example, the first one, x plus y equals 36. That way I don't need to multiply anything by nothing. It's 36 minus y, so 36 minus 24, which for us will be a 12. So that is 12 ounces of the 6% solution. And you've solved your problem. It's a very common problem in linear systems, so you might as well make sure you know how to do it.